once she gets her ass beat and learns how to shut the at that point, she becomes the real avatar for the audience. And then that's where a lot of explanation through exposition comes in. And there's a lot of that. And the fun mystery just kind of starts to fade away. And that's when the weakest parts of the movie start to show. You start getting into exposition, the kind of exposition that I don't like, the kind of tropes that I really have a pet peeve about in movies. When you have, when you get into like movies where you're dealing with certain kinds of sci-fi or the supernatural, they start trying to save time and some writing and sparing the details, sometimes for better, sometimes for worse, but a lot of times for the worse, and that is when they do it through dreams and visions.
Oh, yeah.
It's always, hey, look, if an alien comes down, and they want to start having aliens and humans communicate, we can't go through all this shit. We learn their language, they learned ours.
That would take years.
That would take years. No, all they do is just, they put that hand on their heads right here. I know all your memories. I know your language now. They pull that shit.
Your planet was coming apart. You need to find a new land for your people.
Yeah.
That's why you're here.
No.
Got all that, huh?
Yeah, all of that. Oh, I understand you now. When characters when characters never know each other, but they have to condense the story and have them get to know each other real quick. When they have to connect real quick, it's a good thing we got a supernatural thing going on, because everybody does that thing like, oh, what's wrong? I dreamed about this vision, your death, all that kind of bullshit. A prophecy, all that bullshit.
God damn, every time you fall asleep, shit.
Yeah, and they always do that shit where everybody when they got it Martin, if I had never met you, but it was my first time beginning to meet you before you and I ever connected, I would be like, Martin!
What is it, Corey? Just this guy. I feel like I've known him my whole life.
Yeah. I don't know. I just saw paisley in a fedora. I don't know what it means. But that's a quick way of getting people to know each other and sparing the details and a lot of character development. Mm-hmm. And that's what they do here, man. And that comes out not only in that trope right there, but it comes out also in a lot of exposition.
How are you all in my dreams?
We dream of each other. They stop when we meet.
It used to take years to track a new one. Booker was the last. 1820.
This man over here that he's talking about, this dude's probably saying, if you don't stop calling me Booger, it's a dude named Booker.
Booker,
It's a dude.
But the other guy's French. So what can he do?
Man, he probably doing that shit on purpose.
For real.
It's a hamburger.
Please don't do that. I hated that movie.
The first one was Booger. It's like, my name. Now you can say that, K. Stop around.
You're even older than him.
Nicky and I met in the Crusades.
The love of my life was of the people I've been taught to hate.
We killed each other.
God damn, I guess they killed each other so much, somebody finally said, why don't y'all just each other?
And they went, huh? I mean, why not?
Yeah, I'm being kind of
We
horny.
tried everything else.
Come on, man. All this has been like sexual aggression.
You know that I mean, I know I didn't see this, but that kind of that grates on me. That stuff like that, like when they did it in Hancock, it was the Crusades. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
And I died with old Napoleon back there, and there's no weight to it. It's just they're just you know.
You know what? I 100% agree with you. I didn't mind it here so much.
Okay, all right.
Because they were keeping the conversation casual, just doing these things. It's handled better here than it is in the comic book.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, in the comic book, they handled this with a bunch of flashbacks and narration over it.
I would say that's one thing I loved about this is that they kept the flashbacks on a minimum. For a while, they didn't do any at all, where they could have told the story about, in the beginning, they could have told their story through nothing but flashbacks.
See, if you read the comic, that's one of, this adaptation is actually very faithful. I'm surprised about how faithful it is. They made some changes here and there, but one of the big things is it focuses much more on the interaction drama between the characters rather than telling the historical flashbacks.
Yeah.
Which I was like, for this medium, this works better. And for their budget, it works better. Because they would have had to play out these actual scenes.
Yeah.
From, the French Revolution and all kinds of shit.
No, that's cool. No, this is a 2-hour movie, and they were careful to like balance the action in there and keep it going. It is an action movie very much as it is a superhero movie or a science fiction film. But still there's some parts where it's like that exposition is the only thing I think is wearing it down, because either they're doing things like this where they're doing it with the tropes of visions and dreams, or sometimes the dialogue just sounds like prose out of a sappy novel. Again, like that the dude that Boogie, he's there's a part where he's delivering his lines. It's like, oh Jesus, stop being over dramatic.
It's been over 200 years.
Everything happens for a reason, boss. Whoever she is, she's confused. And she's more alone.
Oh Jesus, took one drama class.
Yeah, I know. She's like, here he goes again.
Yeah,
I've been listening to this for 2,000 years.
I'm tired of this shit.
Goddamn time, I told him.
Always performing.
Find a way to kill his immortal ass.
I'm gonna ask you something. What do you think about the villain? Because I don't think the villain was shit in this movie.